The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of the DHN Media Group. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of the DHN Media Group is hereby prohibited.
The Delaware Blue Hens look to keep some momentum going after sweeping NYU last weekend. They host Stony Brook this Friday and Saturday. Games 3 and 4 of their season series coming up, and it will all be right here on Delaware Hockey Night. Hi, everybody, and welcome into Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware, where this evening the Division I Blue Hens will take on the Stony Brook Seawolves from Long Island. James Witherite flying solo tonight. This is the third meeting between the two teams on the season after Stony Brook was victorious twice over Delaware in October, a 7-4 win, followed by a 6-2 win. Leading scorer in that weekend series, Michael Conlon, out of action tonight. He accounted for 3 of Stony Brook's 13 goals. In the October series, he is scratched. But this Stony Brook side 14-7 so far on the season. A potent bunch to say the least. 4 players with over 20 points on the year and another one with 19 points and 12 goals. That's Nick Belger. We will see Dustin Ronaldo, Joseph Slevin, Ian Keller starting up front. Kyle Hoon and Dominic Molfetto at the blue line. And Sean Keating from Grand Rapids gets the nod between the pipes. He's 4-1-0. with a .256 goals against average on the season. On the Delaware side, a look at the line chart right now. Mike Niski just getting over the flu. Centers the top line with 42 points, flanked by Cam Pierkowski and Brian Ostrander. We will see Jake DeFerris and Ivan Sidoriak start on the blue line. The second line, centered by Chris Mazzella, will get the starting assignment this evening. And between the pipes, as always, Chris Ponticello. He's 15-9 on the year with a .344 goals against average and a save percentage of .911. Let's listen in. We'll take you inside the glass. Bill Williams has tonight's opening introductions.
Starting lineup for the Seawolves. Starting at left defense, number 5, Kyle Hoon. Starting at right defense, number 13, Dominic Molfetto. Starting at left wing, number 18, Ian Keller. Starting at center, number 88, Joe Slevin. Starting at right wing, number 91, Dustin Ronaldo. And starting Tonight's anthem will be sung by our play-by-play announcer, James Whitaker.
Oh, say, you see, by the dawn's early light, once so bonny we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rugged red bloodthirsty in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
Great job, James.
And with that, it's go time for the weekend series between the Seawolves and the Blue Hens. Stony Brook, clad in head-to-toe red, will travel from right to left. Here in period number one, Delaware in their home white kits, blue pants, blue helmets, white socks. They're backstopped by Chris Ponticello, who was just dialed in last week. 77 saves on 80 shots faced as the Hens swept through NYU 2-1 on Friday, 5-2 on Saturday. This Delaware side has really taken to home ice beautifully. 14 games, 28 points. The road woes, yeah, they're there. 3-10 away from Fred Rust Arena, but that's certainly not the case tonight. They like the big ice. They've got the speed to capitalize on it. And a mismatch right from the get-go as Todd Mittelmeyer starts the second line. We'll see Chris Mazzella come in for the opening draw. 18 goals, 19 assists, 37 points. He's second in offensive productivity for the Delaware Blue Hens this year. Across from him, Joe Slevin, and off we go in the first stage. Opening draw won by Delaware. Mazzella flips the puck up the right wing boards. Dumped in by Colin Emmerich. Puck rolls to the far corner of the Stony Brook zone, chased down by Skip Redgate. Now trapped at the kick plate. Mazzella offers aid, and he removes the puck from the pack. Flipped up to the left point, and DeFerris is challenged. Dustin Ronaldo was able to get stick on puck for Stony Brook. Left it to Slevin, flipped into the far corner. On the back check was Ivan Sidoriak to chase down the puck just a half step quicker than Ronaldo. And we've got our first stoppage in play. 33 seconds into the contest. DeFerris comes off. For either a slash or an elbow. We'll get the particulars from public address announcer Bill Williams as soon as he makes them available. So Hens are on the penalty kill. Not even a half minute into the game. Kyle Hoon holds the left point. Into Nick Belger. Trying to center from the top of the left circle. It was blocked away. It is a slash on DeFerris. Belger to Ronaldo below the goal. Back to Belger near half wall. He steps up to the dot, takes aim. Quick shot made from the left dot by Nick Belger of Peekskill, New York. but no on the 13th goal of the season. Chris Ponticello picks up right where he left off, and he makes the save with just under a minute elapsed here in the first period. Face-off comes out to his right. Felice able to hold his ground on the draw, but quickly the Seawolves are able to regroup. Ronaldo back to Hoon. Ronaldo steps up, shot from 30 feet away off the post. Rebound chance from Dominic Molfetto. Sails through the slot well off its line. Belger maintains at the near half wall. Up to Hoon. Good puck movement along the left side of the zone for the Stony Brook Seawolves. Drop pass to Hoon. Now into the near corner it goes. And Keller cross slot feed to Molfetto. Drifting up to the right point. Plays it across the blue line beyond the reach of Belger. Taken away by Felice. He dumps the puck from his own blue line in behind the Stony Brook cage. And that'll give the Blue Hens time to change up. Joe Slevin with 23 points so far this season. Trying to headman the puck up the near side to Charles Peck, but it was swatted away from him by Devin Jenny. In the Seawolves press. Shot attempt from the top of the right circle, and Brendan Pepe was stick checked off its line, never made it to the net. Van de Zilver across to Slevin. Back in the far corner it goes. Waiting there was Kevin Murphy. Hard shot from the right point, and Slevin a one-hop ultimately, which was sticked away by Ponticello. Held in by Van de Zilver. Flipped by Murphy back to Slevin. Stepping up to the top of the right circle. Back to Van de Zilver holding the point. Cross ice pass. Shot from Slevin was blocked down by the stick of Devin Jenny. Loose puck corralled by Ethan Docking. The Hens are back on the offensive. Good, he shoots and scores! Harrison Good, yes! Forced Keating to move left to right. Drew him to the far post. And there's Harrison Good all alone. It is 1-0 Delaware. That wasn't just good, that was terrific. Beautiful fast break for Delaware right after the DeFerris penalty expires to get on the board. So Good gets his 7th goal of the year. Niski and Docking will get credit for the assists. Keith O'Brien trying to crash forward off the near dot. Was foiled on the doorstep. Here comes Brian Ostrander back the other way for Delaware. He's bodied off the puck in the near corner. O'Brien takes it away. Tries to kick it on past Pierkowski. It's trapped now at the near half wall in a 2-on-2 scrum. Ostrander, Niski, shot from 25 feet. Blocked down and now covered up by Sean Keating at the 3.5-minute mark of the first period. So the Hens drawing blood early, getting attacking zone face-off now to the right of the Michigander, Sean Keating. We'll see the fourth line for the first time tonight. Jake Nema in for the face-off. Felice crashes the net. This one's frozen again by Keating. Ensuing face-off comes right back to where it was. Kyle DePalma the one taking it for the Seawolves. Shot from right off the draw on the far circle was well off its line. It ricocheted off the backboards all the way back into the Delaware zone. Point held by Molfetto. Long-range shot would have missed the left post but was blockered up into the air by Chris Ponticello and ultimately into the netting behind the Delaware goal and thus out of play. Face off to Ponticello's right. DePalma and Nema. DePalma working with O'Brien and Bohm. Play resumes. Puck is lofted Back as far as the Stony Brook blue line, advanced by Molfetto up the near side, couldn't connect with O'Brien. In fact, overshot his man. Jack Zimmer failed to clear the zone. Holding center point, Kyle Hoon bothered. His stick lifted by Kevin Felice. They migrate to the near side. Bohm fed a centering pass to O'Brien, but his shot from 20 feet was deflected away. He was bracing for a body check in open ice right as he was getting rid of the puck. Nima recovers in the far corner for Delaware. Leaves it to Mikey Patterson behind. Stretch pass up the middle. Did not hit Gavin Holzer. Sailed right past him, and this will come back into the Delaware end of the rink. The result of an icing with 4 minutes and 26 seconds elapsed in the first period. Yours truly on the tail end of a cold. We apologize for that. And the Delaware Blue Hens up 1-0 early over Stony Brook. They kill off the penalty. 3-on-1 fast break, and Harrison Good puts the Hens on the board. Ronaldo denied net front. Follow-up chance from the right dot, also covered up by Ponicello. That one came from Keller, and Ronaldo tried to jam a loose puck in right on the welcome mat, but Ponicello covered that up too. So a flurry of activity around the Delaware cage. Top combination on for the Seawolves. Slevin won the draw. Crashing the net from the right wing was Ronaldo, but he got tied up in a congested slot. Harrison Good behind his own net backhands the puck out. It's batted free by Skip Redgate up as far as the Stony Brook blue line, but Emmerich couldn't carry on from there. Worked back the other direction by the Seawolves. It was carried in by Pepe and knocked in on the doorstep. So the equalizer did not take long for the Seawolves to register. It is now 1-1. Ponicello drawn out of position. And the puck batted in amid some pretty heavy net front congestion. We'll get you all the official details. There they are. Slevin got it from Pepe and Ronaldo at 5:12. So for Joe Slevin, that is his 7th goal of the season and first of the night. Skip Redgate comes rushing back along the left wing boards for Delaware. Absorbs a check from DiStefano in the far corner. Still maintains the puck. He's double teamed there, and Devin Pepe takes it away from him. Batted down by Belger and pressed out along the near side as far as the Delaware blue line by Same. Volleyed back by Good, turned back in by Van de Zilver. He throws the puck in behind the Delaware cage, where Harrison Good will bring it out. He tried to clear once, but was foiled by Devin Pepe holding the point. He was forced to carry it out as far as center before the dump and chase. Fresh legs on for Delaware. Devin Jenny keeps the forechecking pressure alive and was able to strip the puck from Robert DiStefano. Battle continues on behind the net. Taken away by David Van de Zilver. Played up the middle to Luke Demiano. He just ran right into the Delaware net. Nobody around. Knocked it off its moorings, and that'll give us a stoppage in play at the 6.5-minute mark of the first period. This should come outside, and it will. Linesman Mike Egan calling for a center ice faceoff. O'Brien and Docking. One by Docking for Delaware. Sidoriak, his blue line, flips a cross ice pass to the path of Greg Jandoli. It was tipped midair by Peck. Jandoli was able to chase the puck down below the goal. He's tripped on his way into the slot by Molfetto. The arm of Sean Milligan does not go up. All's fair in that 6-foot radius of the crease. Kyle Hoon headmans the puck to O'Brien. On through neutral ice he comes. It comes back now to Hoon. Shot from 20 feet. Was blocked down by Ponicello. Here's a 3-on-1 for Delaware. DeFerris left side, centering pass, reaching for the puck. Devin Jenny on the doorstep was bothered by O'Brien, couldn't get stick on puck. They surround it at the near half wall, and that swarm breaks up with DeFerris, flipping the puck to Ostrander high slot. Docking's shot from 25 feet is tipped up into the netting and out of play with 12:34 to go in the first period of a 1-1 contest. New players on for both sides. The big guns on for Delaware. Mike Niski in for the draw. Leaves it back to Patterson. Center point. He ricochets it with authority off the near half wall. Couldn't get it back to Niski. It rolls out to the other side where Aiden Boehm is able to clear. Volleyed back from center by Zimmer. That was Jack Zimmer, who actually got one on net legally from center ice. It was stick down by Sean Keating. Seawolves unable to break out. Thomas O'Brien from his own blue line let one go the length of the ice. It was stick down by Ponticello. Play was onside. So by rule, that's a shot on goal. Not a particularly strong one, but the 8th from the Seawolves so far. Harrison Good picks up a loose puck, walks back in to the Stony Brook end. Mike Niski holds it in for Delaware, working the perimeter of the zone. Now the reinforcements are in. Niski flips it back to Felice through rush hour traffic on the LIE. His shot from 12 feet out was knocked off its line. Puck cleared successfully by Stony Brook's Aiden Boehm, but Delaware's able to recover and re-enter. Harrison Good with a cannon from the right point, right into the glove of Sean Keating, and that brings us a break in the action with 8.5 minutes elapsed in the first period and a 1-1 score before us here at Fred Rust Arena. Nima in for the draw for Delaware at the near dot. Flip back to Hulser, but he was swarmed by a trio of Stony Brook defenders in the high slot. Played into the near corner. Felice, aided by Nima, couldn't muscle through, and this will be a 3-on-2 attack for the Wolves. Headman to Van de Zilver, but he got tied up at the top of the right circle. Puck rolls to the near corner of the Delaware end, where Good tries to punch it out to Nima. Now he connects. This a 2-on-2 the other way, but Nima mishandled the puck, and it was brought back the other way by Robert DiStefano. Slevin DiStefano throws it up the right wing boards, crossing over to right in front of the scorer's table. Cascone takes it away behind his own goal. Felice can't punch it out of the zone. DiStefano holds the point. Van de Zilver's shot from the top of the left circle was blocked off its line. Loose puck is corralled by Harrison Good. Behind his net, he clears the zone. It bounces back to him. He tries to walk it through the neutral zone, and he draws a trip. So Stony Brook going to the box for the first time tonight. At the 9:37 mark, it will be Dustin Ronaldo ruled the culprit, tripping Harrison Good. And the Delaware Blue Hens, for the first time tonight, are headed to the Colonial Motors power play. You too can be on the power play. Colonial Motors, Delaware's premier source for pre-owned cars for all purposes and budgets. Pay them a visit online at colonialmotors.com to view their vast inventory, or visit one of 3 Central Delaware locations: Smyrna, Townsend, and Camden. Quick shot from Ivan Sidoriak, center point, gloved by Keating and held on to. Draw comes out to Keating's right. Niski overpowered in the circle. Kyle Hoon flips the puck high into the atmosphere, the length of the ice down the right dots. Ponticello steadies. Sidoriak leaves it. Option play. It was a well-executed option play, too, with Niski accelerating up the left wing boards, but Sidoriak hanging on to the puck. Now flip to Mazzella, top of the left circle. Into the far corner, and Mike Niski. Niski working the perimeter of the zone. He shoots from 35 feet, stick checked into the back glass by Devin Pepe. Race on for the puck. Pepe in a one-on-one, poke checked away from him at the near point by Ivan Sidoriak just inside the Delaware blue line. Sidoriak with a cross-ice flip to co-captain Mazzella, now across near side, Jakey DeFerris. DeFerris walks it back in over the Stony Brook blue line. He's pinned to the near wall by O'Brien. DeFerris dumps it in, Puck rolls to the far corner. Mazzella set up Sidoriak. DeFerris follow-up shot from inside the right dot was blocked down by Keating. DeFerris now to Niski, working the top of the zone. DeFerris shot again. Kick save made by Sean Keating, denied him from just above the bottom of the near circle. Puck cleared out. 30 seconds remaining on the Ronaldo penalty. We're 11 minutes into the first period of a 1-1 game. Stony Brook and Delaware deadlocked in these early stages. Second wave of the power play. Ethan Docking held up by Dempsey just beyond center red. Docking retreats for some space, tries to headman the puck to Hulser. Jenny holds it in for Delaware. Back to Docking, across to Skip Redgate, working the left wing boards. A lot more space there at the time. High shot from Hulser. Blocked in traffic net front and subsequently cleared out by the Seawolves. Jack Zimmer deep in his own zone. Left on the run by 2-ply forechecking pressure. Caught linesman Will Fannin with the puck, trying to work it free. It's brought the other way by Dustin Ronaldo. Shorthanded chance for Stony Brook, foiled by Chris Ponicello, who squeezes the puck and hangs on for the stoppage with 8:06 to go in the first period. No change in the score, still 1-1. And both sides now have killed off their lone penalties of the night so far. Face off to Ponicello's left, shot from the top of the far circle, and Kowicki was blocked off its line. Puck rolls back into the Stony Brook end. Niski's got space but lost his shot lane. From the near corner, he tried to put one on a tee for Pierkowski, crashing the net, but the latter couldn't put stick on puck right at the top of the crease. 3-on-2 the other direction. Hard shot from Slevin at the top of the right circle, looking for his second of the night. Rang off the back glass. Puck rolls all the way back in behind the Stony Brook goal, where it's studied by Mike Kowicki from Bay City, Michigan. Brendan Pepe lets it go up the near side. From deep in his zone, this will come back in icing with 7.5 minutes remaining in the first period. Shots now even at 8, and the score even too, 1 aside. These two teams meet again tomorrow. Airtime 5:15 here on DHN TV and DHN Radio. Later tonight, bonus coverage of the University of Delaware Division III team taking on another New York City area school, Fordham. We'll pick that up in progress on DHN Radio at the conclusion of this game. Scrap for the puck in the near corner of the Stony Brook zone. Racing it down to the far side, Nema sets up Cascone from the left point. Shot in traffic, blocked at the top of the crease by Keating. We'll give him the shot on goal there. Rebound controlled by Pepe after a scrum surrounded the puck far side. Cross ice, flip to Belger, mishandled in the neutral zone. Now Belger's able to walk it into the Delaware end. Contested at the inside edge of the far circle. Devin Pepe nearly had it stripped from him. It rolls to the near half wall. Walked in by Kevin Murphy. Through the slot, he's hacked at by Hulser and Cascone. Leaves it now to Di Stefano. Shot was off its line. Van de Zilver holds the near point, works the puck in low again. Taken by Nema for Delaware, working on the back check. Cascone advances it to Hulser, cleared out to Felice. Fresh legs on for the Hens. Puck dumped back into Delaware's territory by Devin Pepe. Van de Zilver gets it back at the point from Belger near side. Taken away. Chris Mazzella heads a 2-on-2 the other direction. Mazzella nearly got taken down at the far dot by Robert Di Stefano. Enough resistance on Mazzella to force the turnover. And Kevin Murphy presses it back along the near wall into the Delaware end. Sidoriak bodies Murphy off the puck. It was knocked loose for a brief moment. Skip Redgate couldn't work it free. Redgate now offering aid to Mazzella, who's tied up at the half wall by Van de Zilver. Where's the puck? It's popped up into the air, and it rolls in to the Stony Brook end. Di Stefano's able to get to it with plenty of time. Redgate offering plenty of forechecking pressure, and he took it away. Centering attempt to Mazzella was off its line, and Redgate was drilled into the backboards. Back the other way, Charles Peck. For Stony Brook, circles behind the cage. He's kept wide by Sidoriak up the far side. Deke Sidoriak off his feet, centering pass, fanned on by Luke Damiano, posting up right in front of the Delaware cage. So it stays a 1-1 tie as we near the final 5 minutes of the first period of action. Luke Damiano again to Molfetto, dropping to a knee for the one-timer at the near circle. He from 35 feet was off his line, and the puck is batted out of play over the far corner with just under 5 minutes to go in the first period of this 1-1 contest. Pardon me, dear listeners. The remnants of a cold yet lingering. So we apologize for the lack of clarity in pop, and Delaware's guilty of an icing with now 4:49 to go in this first period of play. They'll have to emerge once again from their own zone. Shot off the draw, batted up into the rafters and thus dead. Docking in the circle across from a new adversary now. It will be Kyle DePalma. Play resumes. Docking wins this face-off. Mikey Patterson from the far corner backhands the puck to the near side. Will Zimmer can't work it free. Big brother Jack leaves it back to Patterson again. Outlet pass attempt hacked down out of midair by Tommy O'Brien. Chased down and corralled by Bohm. He sets up DePalma for a one-timer right between the circles, 30 feet out. His contact was all right, but the puck didn't go where he wanted it. DePalma pressed back to his own blue line by Docking. Flips it across ice to Hoon, now to Molfetto. He steps over center, trying to float it into the far corner. Dropped down by Jack Zimmer. Played out from there, and he's going to be ruled guilty of a hand pass with 4:07 to go here in the opening period of a 1-1 game. This face-off will take place in the Delaware zone. To the left of Chris Ponticello. Back in action as Emmerich was overpowered on the draw. Shot from Molfetto. Held on to by Ponticello. And the subsequent draw comes right back to his left side. Emmerich wins this one. Cascone plays the carom shot behind the net. Still kept low. Zimmer's actually going to get rung up for delay of game on what we thought was a garden variety hand pass. So this will be the second Stony Brook power play of the night. Keller, cross ice, feed to Molfetto, top of the right circle. His shot blocked down by the outstretched glove of Ponticello, and the Hens are able to clear 52 seconds into the Zimmer foul. Molfetto back behind his own cage, docking the forechecker. Molfetto leaves it now to Brendan Pepe. To the accelerating Charles Peck, mishandled. Pepe back to Peck now as Docking was drawn out of position. Peck storms up the near board, stops just 20 feet inside the blue line before walking it in closer yet. Murphy, Slevin, back now to the near point, and Vanda Zilver thrown in close. Blocked aside, Murphy was taken out of net front position by Sidoriak, and DeFerris is able to rim the puck clear from behind his own goal. 2.5 minutes to go here in the first period at Newark. It's a 1-1 game. 20 seconds left in the Jack Zimmer delay of game minor. And Charles Peck from center red along the near boards backhands the puck back in behind the Delaware cage. In the near corner, Brendan Pepe tried to center the puck, but it was picked clean of him by Jake DeFerris. DeFerris and Vanda Zilver go crashing behind the net. after Vanda Zilver was able to offer bodily resistance on DeFerris deemed legal. Zone held by Sidoriak. On the flip pass, Sidoriak gets it back. Shot denied by Keating, and so too was Niski's follow-up attempt right on the welcome mat after the initial stop. So with 1:52 seconds to go in the first period, the Hens have killed off their second penalty of the night, and they've drawn themselves an attacking zone draw. This ruled a false start. So we'll do it again. Niski and De Palma. Niski wins the face-off again. Patterson with a cannon center point. Rang off the backboards. Ostrander leaves it to Zimmer, stepping up to the top of the right circle to bat it in deep again with a pair of Seawolves eyeing him up. It's flipped to Patterson at the left point. Turning Ostrander. Dumps it in behind the cage again. Ricocheted by Pierkowski below the goal to Zimmer at the near side. 1.5 to go in the period. Mikey Niski tried to throw one on a tee for Pierkowski from posting up below the net. Zimmer holding the near point, rifles it in again. It bounces off the end boards back to Ostrander at the far half wall. Rolled in behind to Niski. Flipped to Ostrander by Pierkowski. He's denied from 12 feet away. Puck's loose in front. Niski can't bat it home. We're down to the final minute in the first period. Pierkowski absorbs a Di Stefano check in the far corner. Puck is knocked loose. Walked up the far side by Aiden Bohm. Hard shot from long range, covered by Ponicello, and a scrum develops in the vicinity of the Delaware goal after Ponicello got run into. The linesmen intervene. Everybody breaks away without too much encouragement necessary. And with 47 seconds to go in this first period, the Hens, while able to draw first blood on Stony Brook, seem to have their work pretty darn well cut out for them. Stony Brook's been able to put together some nice crisp breakouts. Their puck movement's good, especially on the power play. Molfetto from the left point throws one in, tipped by Good below the backboards. Recovered by Hulser. Roll to the near side. Felice punches it up to Hulser now, who accelerates along the near wall to set up a 2-on-2. He threw one in from the corner after seeing Felice was unavailable to field a centering pass. And with 15 seconds to go, a frozen puck under the body of Sean Keating will bring the face off to the near dot. Hulser and O'Brien thrown in by Hulser. Off the rebound, he shoots and scores. Hulser off his own rebound, puts it away, and it's 2-1 Delaware. Gavin Hulser with his 8th of the season gives the Hens the go-ahead. And it's 2-1 Blue Hens heading to the dressing room with the lead. 20 in the books as the horn sounds. Delaware 2, Stony Brook 1. Gavin Hulser will send the Hens up on their way to the dressing room with his 8th goal of the season off the Jake Nema feed over the dot. We'll take a break on Delaware Hockey Night. It's all brought to you by the DHN Media Group.
A strong first impression is crucial in today's fast-paced world. With decades of experience in print, digital, and broadcast media, the DHN Media Group is uniquely equipped to make your brand's first impression a memorable one. To learn about writing and editing services, web and graphic design, social media consultation, multimedia production, and more, visit www.dhnmediagroup.com.
Colonial Motors, a fixture in the automotive industry in Delaware for over 25 years, is here to help you find your next vehicle with solutions to fit every purpose and budget. Hassle-free financing, competitive trade-ins, and a full service department make Colonial Motors the premier option for your next pre-owned car. Visit one of 3 convenient locations in central Delaware, Townsend, Smyrna, and Camden, or browse their vast inventory online at colonialmotorsinc.com.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back into Delaware Hockey Night. We're live from the Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. We're through one period of play. The Delaware Blue Hens have built up a 2-1 lead over Stony Brook. Shots 15-11 in that first period. The go-ahead goal came with 10 seconds left in the frame when Gavin Hulser crashed the net off a Jake Nema face-off win to put a second past Sean Keating. And that one gave the Delaware Blue Hens a 2-1 lead through two. Through one, I should say. Neither team able to convert on the power play. In that first period, Delaware 0 for 1 with a man advantage. Stony Brook 0 for 2 on the power play in the opening period. Teams change ends for the second. We'll see the Ethan Docking line getting things going for Delaware, flanked by Devin Jenny and Greg Jandoli. Patterson and Zimmer holding down the back end. And Joe Slevin once again will take the initial draw for Stony Brook as the teams do change ends for the second period, and off we go. Docking bats the puck into the Stony Brook end, swatted by Keating to the far corner. Puck corralled by Hoon. He's challenged, plays it up the far boards, taken away by Jenny at the half wall. Dumped in deep again, but Dominic Molfetto will work it up the near side. Swatted by Patterson from center to Docking over the logo. He gets tied up. Jenny recovers the puck, wrists it hard into the Stony Brook end. It rings off the far corner boards, and Molfetto's unable to bring it clear legally. Puck out of play along the near wall. We'll leave the face-off deep in Stony Brook territory. We're only 31 seconds in to the second period. Big guns on for Delaware. Niski trying to capitalize off the face-off win. He gets the puck back from Ostrander, but he's tied to the near corner boards by Hoon. Ostrander stick handles to try to generate a shot lane there. He gets one off from just inside the left dot. It was waffle boarded away by Sean Keating, and now cleared out by Slevin. Taken back just above the Delaware blue line by Mike Niski, who retreats behind his own cage, kisses the puck off the glass, and it rolls up the far side to Pierkowski. Under forechecking pressure, he turns it back the other way, and Ivan Sidoriak punches it up over the Delaware blue line. But Mike Kowicki takes it away for the Seawolves. Cross-ice feed to Devin Pepe. Pepe swarmed in the far corner by DeFerris, Ostrander, and Niski. Tried to throw one through the slot, but it bounced over the stick of Kevin Murphy to the near side. Back in behind Devin Pepe. Challenged by DeFerris. Puck is tied up below the Delaware goal. Now a two-a-side skirmish. It's extracted by Jake DeFerris, that 200-foot defenseman, able to chip it free. He carries it to center, flips it past the reach of Kowicki, chases it down to the near corner. He caroms it to the far side. We're waiting. Is Skip Redgate, but unable to muscle through. Brendan Pepe played the body on him, ultimately took the puck away. Advanced it to Belger up the near side, 2-on-2 for Stony Brook. Belger wraps around, tries to throw one into the near corner, the far corner rather, but Ponticello was able to stack the pads and block it down. Puck carried out of the Delaware zone by Good. Headman to Redgate, another 3-on-1. Redgate in the slot, Hemrick net front, no, he's denied by Keating once again. Forechecking pressure from Mazzella. Forces Devin Pepe to move the puck more quickly. Cross-ice feed to Kowicki, and now up the middle comes Brendan Pepe into the Delaware zone, but he's pickpocketed by Mazzella. 2-on-1, the following rush. Chris Mazzella with a wrister from 30 feet, just above the right dot, was kicked aside by Keating. Emmerich gets the rebound, but was drawn back to center red to do so. He slams it from that red stripe in to the Stony Brook zone. Icing by about a foot. Initiated by Will Fannin, blown dead by Mike Egan. Very hard to justify that one in a Squirt B game, since it really is a judgment call, and at that level might be seen as picky, but hockey's a game of millimeters and degrees, and about another foot that play's legal to go on. And Will Fannin, who does work minor pro as well, maybe ticky-tacky in doing so, but had every right to initiate the icing there. Patterson, left point, flips it across the far boards, thrown in by Jack Zimmer, in behind the cages. Nima bodied off the puck directly below the Stony Brook goal. Is able to maintain a little bit better. Stick handling his way out of traffic. Zimmer, one-timer, right point. Popped up in the air over the crossbar. Hulser over skates below the cage, trying to field the rebound, and Keith O'Brien muscles it away from Nima. O'Brien plays it to his right upon gaining his own blue line to David Van de Zilver. Van de Zilver's shot from 45 feet. Blockered away by Ponicello to the far wall. Dumped in from there and corralled by Mikey Patterson. He lofts this one deep into Stony Brook territory. Felice got the jump on the foot race to the puck in the far corner, enough to negate the icing, but Stony Brook comes barreling back the other way. Charles Peck over center. Dumps the puck in behind the Delaware goal. Couldn't get to it in time. DeFerris was able to clear, but he gave it away to Hoon. Hoon, outlet pass from inside his blue line to Peck. Further advancement intended to O'Brien, broken up by the left skate of Mikey Patterson. Docking muscles his way back in over the blue line of Stony Brook. Puck comes sailing back. Docking was inside the zone though, so Devin Jenny, upon recovering for Delaware, couldn't advance any farther. He was 5 feet over, and Docking had yet to tag up. Back the other direction. Stony Brook with a shot from Dominic Molfetto at the left point. Rebound contested below the cage. Recovered and cleared out by Will Zimmer. Bumped back toward the Delaware blue line and walked in by DeFerris through the neutral zone. Centering pass, Will Zimmer. Wrister over the crossbar from 15 feet out. Rebound controlled by Sidoriak. Rushing into the far corner where he met Molfetto. Dumped the puck to the near corner. Held in by Docking, trailing up to the point. Jenny offers forechecking pressure as Molfetto is on the rush to get the breakout pass away. Now O'Brien carries it into a 1-on-3. Sticked away from him at the top of the right circle. Recovered by Sidoriak. He can't stretch it out to Niski, and this will be an icing against Delaware. A fast and furious 5.5 minutes to start this second period. Shots even at 3 thus far in the middle frame. And after the icing, face-off will come to the right of Chris Ponicello. Delaware controls the puck. Ivan Sidoriak behind his own goal. Burns a couple Stony Brook defenders. He's got space up the middle. No, he's denied on the doorstep. Penalty coming up, and it will be against the Stony Brook Seawolves on the Sidoriak breakaway. So Sidoriak does get the shot off. Mike Kowicki comes off for a hook at 5:47. And Delaware is heading back to the Colonial Motors power play. Niski, Emmerich, Mazzella, DeFerris, Sidoriak. But Ian Keller won the draw to the right of his netminder. Belger clears. Ponicello behind the Delaware net steadies for Sidoriak. Leaves the puck for the extremely fast Mike Niski, who demonstrates and showcases his edge work through the neutral zone. Niski comes careening back into Stony Brook territory. Circles below the net to the near corner. Sidoriak, cross ice flip to DeFerris. Stick down by Dustin Ronaldo, who turns it into a 2-on-2. Ronaldo deked past DeFerris, but DeFerris got back on his feet and caught up with him. Aid offered a stern from Colin Emmerich, who shovels the puck up the far side to Mazzella. Now across to the near boards, Jake DeFerris will slow it down at his own blue line. Cross ice feed to Sidoriak. Batted across to the near side again, where Mazzella is able to walk in to the Stony Brook zone. DeFerris across the blue line to Jack Zimmer. DeFerris, Zimmer again up high to the far corner, and Niski centering pass. Mazzella couldn't get the stick down in time for the redirect right on the doormat. Mazzella leaves it to Niski in the far corner. Mazzella below the goal. Niski working that far corner still. He carries the puck now to the top of the right circle. Flipped in to Mazzella. His shot from the bottom of the right circle, stick checked up into the netting and out of play with 7 minutes and 13 seconds elapsed in this second period. The score 2-1 Delaware with the lead over Stony Brook. And the Hens with an attacking zone draw. Delaware hockey alumni showing up for their annual alumni weekend. Redgate in toward Docking. Redgate crashes the net. Is it in? The lights are on. We saw the goal lights. The fans on the far end of the arena started to cheer. We heard the cowbells. But Eric Hallworth says no goal. So it's waved off. And play resumes with an ear dot face-off. Hulser one-timer through traffic. Looked like it caught Docking. Devin Pepe is able to work it clear to O'Brien one-on-one. O'Brien kept wide by the reaching stick of Jack Zimmer, which was able to cause enough of a disturbance to knock the puck away. Penalty was killed off. 12:10 to go here in the second period. Delaware 2, Stony Brook 1. Tommy Cascone steps up to the far half wall, swats the puck in deep again. Skip Redgate forced to change direction abruptly by pressure from Pepe. Redgate cycles to Docking. Thrown in behind to Hulser, still working the far corner. Flip back now to Felice. Felice tries to run the gauntlet of the Stony Brook slot. Puck is loose in front, and it's wristed out of harm's way by David Van de Zilver. Van de Zilver taking some heat out of a mighty hot Stony Brook kitchen. Good holds the point, throws the puck off the body of Dempsey, gets it back, works it in closer. Hulser throws it to the far corner where Kevin Felice absorbs an O'Brien shoulder check. Still Felice maintains the puck. Now it's taken from him, but offering good support and trying to walk one in on the doorstep off the backhand was Jake Nema, who gets pushed away after the Keating save. Alumni weekend festivities mount in earnest tomorrow. A pair of alumni games at 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock. Followed then by the rematch of Delaware and Stony Brook at 5:25. We'll have it on DHN, airtime 5:15. Our thanks go out to the University of Delaware Hockey Alumni Association for their support of Delaware Hockey Night TV and Delaware Hockey Night Radio. Learn more about them at udelhockey.com. Follow the links to the alumni section. Cascone wrist shot from the left point blocked. Follow-up chance in the slot. Ostrander missed the far post. Puck is loose. Now corralled by Stony Brook's Dominic Molfetto. Played up the far side but into traffic by Dempsey. Dumped back mid-zone Stony Brook side, recovered by Hoon. Heavy forechecking pressure. Ostrander just stole the puck. Backdoor pass intended for Nema. It's covered up by Keating, and play is whistled dead. Face-off will come out to Keating's left. with 10:19 to go in the second period of a 2-1 game. Delaware showing much better here in the second period, but they're just not getting the shots to fall. Sidoriak keeps a wobbling puck in at the right point, but gives it away. To Stefano, to Van de Zilver, up the middle to Keller. Keller tied up 20 feet inside the Delaware blue line by Ivan Sidoriak, turning play the other direction. Niski was caught offside. Now he tags up. Ostrander's able to bat a loose puck back in deep. We're past halfway in the game. 2-1 Delaware with the lead. Robert DiStefano bodied off the puck, trying to clear to Ferris, was able to hold the left point for about a second and a half before he was stripped of the puck by Ronaldo. His entry to the Delaware zone will be called back, as center Joe Slevin was a good 8 feet offside on the entry. 9:34 to go here in the second period. Face-off will come just above the Delaware blue line in front of the Stony Brook blue line. Puck ends up back behind the Stony Brook goal after it was cleared out. Recovered by Docking. He's taken off his feet. Pepe, that's Brendan Pepe, backhanding the puck up the far side to Nick Belger. Kevin Murphy looked about a mile offside, according to the exasperated reactions from the crowd. A couple isolated voices shouting, "He's off." Hens regain attacking position. Puck out of play, though, off a Delaware stick. It bounced up into the Delaware bench area. Will bring the ensuing face-off just above the Stony Brook blue line. Shots 21-14. Advantage Delaware. Patterson reaches for the puck at his own blue line after it was batted forward by Stony Brook. Redgate bothered. Emmerich's able to flip it across the neutral zone. Glove down by Molfetto just inside the Seawolves blue line. Now Devin Pepe absorbs an Emmerich hip check, knocking him away from the puck, and Redgate's able to pick it up and bring it back in to Seawolves territory. Cycle to Mazzella, back high to Patterson. It comes near point. Thrown off the backboards, chased down by Emmerich under two-ply pressure, and Molfetto recovers for the Seawolves. Molfetto bats the puck to the far corner. He and Emmerich go tumbling into the corner boards. Chasing the puck down to was Redgate. Trying to emerge. Devin Pepe can't escape. Zone held by Patterson. The puck rolled on its rib to the Stony Brook blue line. Patterson's shot was off its line. Rebound contested and now flipped up into the air nearly to the rafters by Pepe. But Jack Zimmer hauls it down in neutral territory. Walks it back in. Gets a long shot off. Stick down by Keating. Patterson at the opposite point with a bomb. Missed far side 10 feet wide of the post. Walked in by Hulser. He had space, couldn't generate a shot lane though, as Kyle Hoon marked him pretty well and kept him wide of the far post. Felice into Mazzella near corner. Puck scoots free, but Hoon maintains his hold on Mazzella. This is Kevin Murphy up the near wall, setting up a 2-on-2. Murphy dekes past a pair of defenders, got a shot off Ponticello with the block. DiStefano holds the zone, takes aim from the near half wall. Another shot came off a Stony Brook stick. Another save from Ponticello. Race on for it the other way. Hulser got tied up by David Van de Zilver on the race for the puck. And Delaware is going to go a man down as the goalie makes a break for the bench. Good touches in his own zone. Attacking zone penalties, definitely not what you want to see, but Hulster's ruled off for a hook. Todd Mittelmeyer wants his 2 cents worth. He's none too pleased with the hook. He thought that was a 50-50 at best. So the Hens back on the PK for the third time tonight. Slevin to Van de Zilver, far half wall. In behind the cage to Murphy. Van de Zilver back to Slevin, drifting center point. Van de Zilver steps up, took aim from the top of the left circle. Ponticello with the save, and he hangs on. Face-off will come out to the right of Ponticello. Slevin to Van de Zilver again. Another shot from the top of the left circle. And another save from Ponticello. Another face-off coming to the right of the Delaware netminder with 6:28 to go in the second period. And the Hens up 2-1. Charles Peck waved out of the circle. Murphy's going to take his place. Murphy mishandled the puck behind the net. Recovered, played it to Van de Zilver. Shot from the left dot, blocked. Tipped up in the air by Brendan Pepe, taken away from him by Docking. He dumps it into the Stony Brook end. Fresh legs on for this Delaware penalty kill. 1:08 left on the Hulser hook. Brendan Pepe feeds it across ice to Charles Peck. He's got space up the left wing boards to re-enter the Delaware zone. He stops at the half wall, flips it into Murphy below. Back to Peck it comes, high to Slevin. Cross ice feed, ricochets off the far wall before it's picked up by Hoon. Felice keeping them wide. Thrown through the slot, batted down by Colin Emmerich, holding close to home, and he fires the puck the length of the ice from his post, 25 feet in front of Ponticello. 5.5 minutes to go in a scoreless second period. The score remains 2-1 advantage Delaware. They're down a man for still 25 seconds as Dustin Ronaldo carries back into Delaware territory. Drop pass to the left point. Hoon throws it net front. Keller was outmanned net front by DeFerris. Emmerich again clears. And from that long clear right on its line, the Hens are going to get themselves an attacking zone faceoff with 5:05 to go in the second period. 9 seconds left on the Hulser penalty. As the Ostrander forecheck forced Keating to have to cover up. Keller works the puck out of the Stony Brook end. Hens are back full strength. Ronaldo tried to leave it back to Keller, but it was sticked away from him in the slot. Recovered by Keller momentarily. Ostrander offered the resistance, and Niski walked it in as far as the Stony Brook blue line before the puck was taken from him and chipped out of play. Later tonight on Delaware Hockey Night Radio, following this game's conclusion, the Delaware Division III Blue Hens, who just accepted a bid to the Collegiate Hockey Federation National Championships, take on Fordham. We'll pick up that game in progress on DHN Radio. Head to DEHockeyNight.com to be able to listen in. 4:22 to go here in the second period. Delaware up 2-1 over Stony Brook. Seawolves working back on the offensive. Big hit on Kyle DePalma from Patterson, lowering the hip. Knocked DePalma off his feet, but the Wolves able to establish attacking presence, and Robert DiStefano stick handles to the near corner. He's bodied off the puck nearly by Zimmer. Niski tries to take it away. Holding the near point, DePalma got a shot off but rang the puck off the post. Van de Zilver holds the opposite point off the rebound. Worked in low to Bohm. Through the slot, he sails the puck. It rings off the near boards to DiStefano at the point. He caroms it in behind beyond the reach of DePalma. He got tied up with Patterson. Jack Zimmer chases down the puck, and it's cleared by Ostrander. Niski tips it in over the Stony Brook blue line, but it's turned back this way by Robert DiStefano. Recovered by Patterson deep in his own zone. Cross ice feed to his D partner Jack Zimmer. Mike Niski beyond center, tips it the rest of the way And that enables Delaware to get some fresh legs on with under 200 seconds to go here in the second period. Peck storms back the other direction. Shot missed its target from the bottom of the right circle. Bodies surround the puck in the far corner. Docking lays a hip in on Molfetto. Recovers for Delaware. Will Zimmer bats it the other way. Puck is tipped on the way in to the Stony Brook end, so there's no icing. And Harrison Good, looking for his second on the night, is able to chase it down. The Hens reinforcements come in. And play whistle dead with 2 3/4 minutes to go in the period. As Charles Peck has informed Keith O'Brien will head off for unsportsmanlike conduct at 17:15. So Delaware back on the Colonial Motors power play, and Niski won the near circle draw. Mazzella, Sidoriak, center point, back to Mazzella. Into Niski, patrolling below the goal. He tries to put one on a tee for Emmerich, but missed his man, Devin Pepe, able to clear it as far as center for Stony Brook. Ivan Sidoriak controlling the puck. It wasn't unsportsmanlike conduct, it was boarding. From what we saw, looked like unsportsmanlike, but it was indeed a boarding call. We apologize for that. Meanwhile, Niski below the cage. Works the puck again to DeFerris. Cross ice feed. Sidoriak stepping up with a shot at the top of the left circle. Blocked away by Keating and subsequently cleared. Ponticello out of the crease. Throws the puck behind his own net off the far boards to DeFerris. Advanced to Mazzella, but he's tied up in the neutral zone. 100 seconds to go here in the second period of play. Delaware up a man for the next 50 seconds, trying to pad their 2-1 lead. Second wave on now. Docking to Sidoriak. Shot from the right dot was blocked. DeFerris couldn't follow up at the opposite side. Now Mazzella working with the puck in the near corner. Brings it to the top of the near circle. He gets it back from Zimmer for a one-timer, which was kicked down. The Stony Brook players all are pointing that they felt there was a high stick on the puck. And linesman Mike Egan indicates the ensuing face-off will be above the Stony Brook blue line with 1 minute and 10 seconds to go in the second. .25 seconds left on the power play. Stony Brook clears off the draw. Gavin Hulser accelerates through the neutral zone into a 2-on-3. Now the reinforcements come in. Hulser leaves it to Redgate along the near side, gets it back. Cross ice flip to Jack Zimmer. Worked in through the slot, centering pass from Jenny sailed past everybody. Hulser back across Devin Jenny through the slot again, but Docking was canceled out by Kyle Hoon right on the welcome mat. Hulser keeps it in to Docking. Shot. No, it's loose. Sprawling to make the save was Sean Keating. Great scoring chance there for Delaware, but the Michigander Sean Keating sprawls out to keep it a 2-1 game. Down to the last 15 of the period, puck is tied up in the far corner of the Stony Brook zone. Brought out by Skip Redgate to the far point. Worked in down to the low boards again. Taken away by Stony Brook's Devin Pepe, or rather by Vanda Zilver. Cleared out. De Palma won't get a shot off as he careens into the Delaware zone. The horn sounds as he's angled to the wall by Tommy Casco. 2 periods in the books. It's Delaware 2, Stony Brook 1. You're watching and listening to Delaware Blue Hens Hockey on Delaware Hockey Night, and it's all brought to you by the DHN Media Group.
A strong first impression is crucial in today's fast-paced world. With decades of experience in print, digital, and broadcast media, The DHN Media Group is uniquely equipped to make your brand's first impression a memorable one. To learn about writing and editing services, web and graphic design, social media consultation, multimedia production, and more, visit www.dhnmediagroup.com.
Colonial Motors, a fixture in the automotive industry in Delaware for over 25 years, is here to help you find your next vehicle with solutions to fit every purpose and budget. Hassle-free financing, competitive trade-ins, and a full-service department make Colonial Motors the premier option for your next pre-owned car. Visit one of 3 convenient locations in central Delaware, Townsend, Smyrna, and Camden, or browse their vast inventory online at colonialmotorsinc.com.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back into Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware, where through 40 minutes of play, the Delaware Blue Hens have built up a 2-1 lead over the Seawolves of Stony Brook. James Witherite flying solo tonight from the Fred Rust Arena. That second period scoreless. Delaware unable to capitalize on 2 power plays. Stony Brook unable to capitalize on 1. Shots through 2. Delaware with the advantage, 26-18. And in terms of momentum, the Hens came out a lot more strongly in that second period. The ice slanted now in their favor as we prepare for the beginning of the third. Pretty healthy crowd on hand here at Fred Rust for the start of the Alumni Weekend festivities. Chris Mazzella and Joe Slevin in to take the opening draw. And here we go for the third period. It's a false start. Will Fannin says, let's do it over, boys. Now there we go. And the third period begins with Dominic Molfetto wristing the puck in the air off the back glass behind the Delaware net. Hens traveling left to right here in the third period. Redgate bats it as far as the Stony Brook blue line, where Hoon works it ahead to Molfetto, still inside the stripe. He throws it in to the near corner of the Delaware end, and he is guilty of an icing just 25 seconds in to this third period of play. Will Fannin and Mike Egan, the linesmen tonight. Eric Haworth and Sean Milligan wearing the bands here this evening. Fannin with the face-off, which Emmerich was nearly pickpocketed off. Mazzella takes aim from the bottom of the right circle. He catches Keating right in the breadbasket. He hangs on for the stoppage. We're only 34 seconds in to this third period. Hens mucking and grinding away, trying to build on their 2-1 lead. Mazzella, Emmerich, Sidoriak at the right point, throws one in from long range, paddled to the far corner by Keating. Shoveled out of the Stony Brook zone by Nick Belcher, brought back down by Sidoriak at his own blue line, given away to Molfetto. Back across to Belcher it goes. He throws a bobbling puck through neutral territory. Sidoriak lost his footing, worked it ahead to Hulser, but beyond the reach of Gavin Hulser. This will come back an icing. Not even a minute into the third period of play. So we're not even a minute in, and this is already the 5th face-off of the period. Controlled by Stony Brook in the attacking zone. Played out to DiStefano. He was drawn back into the neutral zone to dump the puck back into Delaware territory, so the other Seawolves had to tag up, and that gave Sidoriak a chance to work it ahead to Hulser again. Chip back to Ivan Sidoriak. He carries it up the middle, tried to snipe one from 55 feet, but flashing the leather at the other end was Sean Keating, up with a key glove save, his 27th stop of the night so far. And while it's still a 2-1 game, the Hens are back in the attacking zone. Kevin Felice wins the draw. It's played back to Jack Zimmer at the right point, thrown off the end boards into the path of Kevin Murphy. Peck winds up, cross ice feed into the neutral zone in Belcher, but he's outmanned in a 1-on-2. Now a 2-on-4. Murphy able to get a shot away. Off the rebound, it's batted in, and Stony Brook's tied it up. Was it Nick Belger? Sure looks that way as the fist bump line makes its way past the Stony Brook bench. Seawolves have tied the contest at 2. Punched in off the rebound. And it's a brand new hockey game for all intents and purposes. Breakout feed from Casco, never made it to Niski. Dumped back the other way, indeed it was. Belger. Off the rebound of a Murphy shot, Brian Ostrander. From the outside edge of the near circle, took aim for Delaware. The Hens' 30th shot of the night. Up with the save again, Sean Keating. Niski tries to bat the puck forward. It's cleared over the glass by Brendan Pepe of Stony Brook. So it will stay in the Stony Brook zone after Belger got his 13th goal of the season to bring this game once again to a tie. Pierkowski scrambles to hold the zone for Delaware. Regains the puck, centering pass sails beyond Ostrander's reach, and it's picked up by Devin Pepe, who throws it along the far boards back as far as the Delaware line. Rifled in by Good from just inside center. Caught and held on to by Keating. And a break in the action is before us with 2.5 minutes nearly. Elapsed here in period number 3. 17.5 minutes on the clock here at Fred Rust Arena. Zone held by DeFerris off a failed Stony Brook clearing attempt. Brendan Pepe plays the puck up the far side. It's backhanded by Kowicki as far as center, where DeFerris brings it back down. Thrown across to Sidoriak, tipped by Docking from just over the Stony Brook blue line. The puck rolls in from there, where it's covered up by Sean Keating once again. This will not be registered as a shot on goal. Keating already with 29 saves on 31 shots faced so far tonight. Chris Ponticello for Delaware has stopped 17 of 19. De Palma and Docking get tied up over the dot. Devin Jenny was able to muscle a shot through traffic, but it too is covered up by Keating. Words after the play between Jandoli and Hoon. And linesman Mike Egan has to get between the two of them. Will Zimmer in for the face-off. Docking was waved out. De Palma is able to box Zimmer out. Scrum for the puck in the slot. Held in by Sidoriak after Bohm failed to clear. He dumps it in behind the cage. Will Zimmer with it there. Centering pass swatted away from Docking's reach by Hoon. Kept in high by DeFerris. A laser from long range. Batted out of the slot by the glove of Kyle Hoon to the far wall. Brought back in by Will Zimmer. He's hacked at behind the cage by Hoon and now leveled by O'Brien at the bottom of the near circle. Jenny holds DeFerris, sets up an Ivan Sidoriak one-timer, which was ultimately saved by Keating. Will Zimmer went skittering to the far corner of the Stony Brook zone. The puck ends up back at the Delaware blue line, where it's walked back in by Ivan Sidoriak off a headman pass from DeFerris. Sidoriak bodied off. Molfetto advances it to De Palma the other way, tied up by DeFerris at center. Given away to Ronaldo. Hoon through the middle, trying to connect with De Palma, missed his man entirely. Skip Redgate picks up a loose puck just inside his own blue line for Delaware. He crosses to the far wall to carry it into the Stony Brook zone, tried to run the gauntlet, and he got tripped by Ronaldo. Dustin Ronaldo heads off. Skip Redgate draws the penalty, and the Delaware Blue Hens are heading back to the Colonial Motors power play. This at 4:11. In the third period. It looked like it was Ronaldo who was the party who caused the trip, but Dominic Molfetto is the one who went off. So it looks like they got Molfetto for 1-2. And that was the one that will be served. To Ferris, Niski, far corner. Back to Mazzella, Sidoriak. They're working the box pattern. Sidoriak tried to connect with Ferris, but that puck was blocked by Ronaldo. Walked the other way, one-on-one. Ponticello angled to that shot, blocked it down, but gave up the far side of the net. The rebound chance just never took place. Mazzella backing up the near side. To Emmerich in the corner. So there was a hook on Molfetto. Centering pass from Niski, blocked away from the reach of Emmerich, and the puck is cleared. Bill Williams apparently doubling as cheerleader in addition to public address announcer. Not sure how we feel about that. Apparently neither is the crowd. They're not terribly responsive. Mazzella leaves it to Jack Zimmer up high. One-timer, Niski, bottom of the right circle. Missed the cage, ends up in the far corner. David Van de Zilver was able to at least clear the zone before Jack Zimmer batted the puck down just above the blue line. Leaves it back to Niski, 35 seconds remaining on the Molfetto hooking minor. Niski accelerates through neutral ice, crosses to the near boards. He's kept wide by Pepe and Ahoon. Circles behind. Net is loose, and Mazzella bangs it home off the rebound to give Delaware the go-ahead goal. Chris Mazzella strikes on the Colonial Motors power play, and it's 3-2 Delaware. Chris Mazzella gets his 19th of the season. He bats it into the upper right corner of the Stony Brook net. Over the glove of Sean Keating to put Delaware back on top, 3-2. Docking and Niski get the apples. Murphy forced back in his own zone after the quick shot off the draw. Leaves it to his D partner Kawicki on up the far side. Murphy got a quick shot off. It was tipped aside by Ponticello. Felice turns the momentum the other way, carried by Jake Nima up the far wall. He circles behind the net. Flipped out a good at the point. Thrown in near side. Hulser couldn't tip it past on the doorstep. Good again. Shot from the point, blocked and brought down by Brendan Pepe. He carries the puck up the middle, shoots from over the blue line, right into the glove of Chris Ponticello. And that will give us a stoppage in play with 13 minutes and change to go. 13:22 officially here in the third period. And Delaware back on top, but pinned in their zone as Docking swats the puck out of the reach of Slevin on the draw. Corralled by DeFerris, he winds up, clears this puck. Jandoli's got a hustle for it, but he's not able to catch David Van de Zilver on the race to the goal line. Van de Zilver gets there for the icing. 13:11 remaining here in regulation. Hens back up 3-2. Face-off won by Docking to the left of his netminder, Chris Ponticello. No icing as the puck is cleared out. It was waved off Di Stefano, and Docking converged behind the Stony Brook goal. Puck is trapped. Now a 2-on-2 scrum. Jenny tries to pitchfork it free, but it will be carried by Ian Keller out of the Stony Brook zone and now into Delaware territory. He tried to head man to Van de Zilver, cutting for the net, but that pass was blocked down. Jenny turns it the other way to Ferris in a 1-on-2. Stick handles to the far corner. Now the reinforcements are in. Sidoriak took aim from center point. His shot was blocked. He got it back. Couldn't muscle through the slot. Dominic Molfetto careens to center. He and Mazzella get tied up. Sidoriak plays an open ice check to slow up Luke Damiano at center as well. Now Damiano gets the puck back. It's a 3-on-2. Damiano with a long shot. Blockered into the protective netting by Chris Ponticello. And that gives us a chance to breathe with 12:13 to go in regulation. And Delaware with a 3-2 lead over the Seawolves of Stony Brook. Face-off comes out to Ponticello's right. Mazzella gives it up to Devin Pepe off the draw after batting the puck toward his own blue line. Shot was blocked. Puck bounces in to the Stony Brook zone. How about that? Colin Emmerich, yes sir! Shoots the puck. It's kicked away by Keating, and then Emmerich puts his own rebound past to make it 4-2 Blue Hens. That's number 12 on the year for the senior from Wilmington, Delaware. And the Hens have a multiple goal lead. Off the Jack Zimmer headman. And then Emmerich with his own rebound. Beats Keating on the welcome mat to make it a 4-2 game. Thrown in off the neutral zone draw. Cascone holds the left point, but he gives it away to Peck. Shoveled up the far side and now carried on by Belger to a 1-on-2. His shot from 35 feet was blocked to the near corner by Chris Ponticello. Thrown in front to Kevin Murphy again, batted down. Controlled by Good, below the net. He reached for it in the far corner and was able to connect with Cascone. Mazzella leaves it again behind to Harrison. Good ricocheted off the far wall into the path of Redgate. That pass broken up by Kyle Hoon. Shoveled toward the Delaware blue line where Emmerich bats it once, twice now across neutral territory. And Brendan Pepe is sent chasing it down. Tipped by Peck along the near boards from beyond center, in behind the Delaware goal. That'll give Stony Brook some time to get some fresh sets of legs on. Kyle Hoon again with a stretch broken up in the neutral zone. Chased down by Sidoriak, and play whistle dead. A high stick on the puck ruled by referee Eric Allworth. Delaware was the guilty side. So the face-off moves toward their goal. Pierkowski can't muscle out of the zone. Holding that far point for Stony Brook was DiStefano after the Seawolves pressed back into Delaware territory. Dustin Ronaldo leaves it in the near corner for Keller. Back to Van de Zilver, taken away from him by Niski. 2-on-2. Niski with a rocket from 40 feet off the back glass. Puck rebounds to the near side. Cam Pierkowski rolls on through the gauntlet. Gets tied up behind the cage. Watch out, Sean Milligan. Sidoriak from the right point throws it in close again, but outmanned net front. Pierkowski surrounded by red sweaters. Couldn't get a quality shot off from point blank range. Pierkowski and Slevin vie for the puck. Slevin crosses it out of the zone. Fires it to the far side. Ronaldo took aim from the dot. Traffic in front of the Delaware cage after Ponticello makes the initial stop, and the Seawolves are able to hold the zone. DiStefano tried to work it in close, gave it away. Here's a Niski breakaway, but a glove save on the other side by Sean Keating. Keeps it a 4-2 game with 9 minutes and 39 seconds to go in regulation. Delaware having a little bit more breathing room now, though, with a multiple goal lead and an attacking zone faceoff. After this game is complete, Delaware Hockey Night Radio keeps the action going. The Division III Blue Hens take on Fordham. We'll pick up that game in progress on DHN Radio we certainly encourage you to stick around for more Blue Hens hockey after the conclusion of this game. So we're down to the last 9:15 of regulation in this Division I Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League tilt between Delaware and Stony Brook. The Hens with a 4-2 lead. It was Chris Mazzella with the go-ahead goal at 5:48 on the Colonial Motors power play. And then his line mate Colin Emmerich added his 12th of the season, batting his own rebound past Keating to make it 4-2 at the 8-minute mark of this period. Frozen puck under the outstretched left-handed glove of Sean Keating. Forces a break in the action with 8:46 remaining in regulation. Draw will come out to Keating's left. Docking and Murphy. One by Docking, left to Jenny. Will Zimmer, backhander, mid-slot, was blocked off its line. Puck brought down by Nick Belger in the far corner. He circles behind the cage. Can't run the forechecking gauntlet. Jenny nearly took it away from him. And now Jenny wins a 2-on-2 scrum for the biscuit in the near corner. Left to good at the point. Zimmer taken off his feet net front. That was Will Zimmer, bothered by Nick Belger, who was hacked at just shy of the Delaware blue line, and his momentum was stunted there. Harrison Good corrals a loose puck in the slot, slams it off the near boards, and Jenny carries it as far as center. Now Docking's able to work it the rest of the way down ice. Fresh legs coming on for Delaware off that well-executed dump from center. Thrown back the other way by Stony Brook, and this will be an icing. 8 minutes minus a tick to go here at Fred Rust Arena. Delaware looking to make it 15 for 15 at their home barn on the season. They thrive on the big ice. That is for certain. Emmerich bodied off the puck by Van de Zilver, gave it away, level with the Stony Brook goal line to Murphy. Cleared out by Molfetto. Emmerich will re-enter up the middle. He's angled to the far corner by Van de Zilver. Emmerich circles behind the cage, bodied by Molfetto. Sidoriak throws one in from the right point, sticked away. Back to Sidoriak it comes. Walked in by Redgate up the near side. He stops at the corner under two-ply defensive pressure. Left to Sidoriak again, taken away by Peck. Now advanced by Slevin up the near wall. He tried to feed one to Ronaldo, crashing the net, but DeFerris stayed right with him. So DeFerris, keeping with Ronaldo, broke up what was nearly an A-quality scoring chance for the Seawolves. Thrown in from the opposite side by Keller. It rings off the near boards. Players surround in the corner. Ronaldo and Sidoriak vied for it. They migrated to the far corner. It was taken out by DeFerris. Icing waved off. Play resumes. 6:48 to go. DiStefano, bodied by Niski at center along the near wall, was able to gain enough ground to avoid icing on the dump and chase, but here come the Hens the other way. Niski carries it in, tries to headman to Pierkowski, cutting for the net through the slot. Puck was knocked to the far side. Niski carried there by Keller. They're tied up around the puck. Aid coming in the form of Pierkowski to Ostrander. Crossing to the outside edge of the right circle. He dumps it in behind Niski. Hassled still by Mike Kowicki. Niski absorbs a hip check in the far corner. Kowicki takes the puck away. Bats it up the far side. This puck rolls in over the Delaware blue line. Ronaldo was just offside. He couldn't play it on. Jack Zimmer was able to feed it to Niski up the near wall, but he was pickpocketed at the top of the near circle. Devin Pepe to Hoon net front. He is denied by Chris Ponicello on the doorstep, and it remains a 4-2 game with just under 6 minutes to go. For Chris Ponicello, that was save number 25 on the night. My goodness, was he dialed in last week, stopping 77 of 80 against NYU. Nima controls the far dot faceoff. Cascone caroms the puck behind the goal to the near corner. where Good lofts it as far as center. Bohm up the middle to Devin Pepe. The entry was close but clean for Stony Brook. Shot from Bohm from the right dot. Sticked away by Ponticello. Scrum for the rebound behind the net. Controlled by Devin Pepe. Played back to the corner where Bohm is bodied off the puck. It's loose again. O'Brien. Bohm, far corner. Again below the goal. This one rolls out to the near half boards where Brendan Pepe gets tied up. That battle moves a little bit lower. Pepe gets it back from Devin Pepe. Cross ice pass broken up by Kevin Felice. And the Seawolves are forced back into their own zone to regroup with 5 minutes to go. Delaware 4, Stony Brook 2 in the first half of this weekend series. And the advance of Brendan Pepe up the middle of the neutral zone will be called back. One of his line mates was offside, so the face-off will be above the Delaware blue line with 4 minutes and 51 seconds to go here in regulation. The Peck, Murphy, and Belger line on now. Sidoriak plays the body and takes a guy down in the far corner. They're tied up. The puck ends up at the near point where Molfetto's shot is held on to by Ponticello. So the shots are starting to rain in a little bit more in earnest now from the Seawolves. Murphy and Docking. Docking left it back to Sidoriak behind the goal. Holding the near point, Molfetto's shot cleared the crossbar. Puck ends up in the far corner, swatted by Sidoriak up the far side. And Murphy back mid-zone along the far boards, recovers for Stony Brook. Cross-ice feed to Molfetto. Brings play up the near dashers. The advance to Van de Zilver failed to materialize. Sidoriak broke that up. So with 4 minutes to go, play resumes in the Stony Brook end. Clearing attempt from Peck broken up. Shot from Skip Redgate from 35 feet. Ends up right in the glove of Sean Keating. And that gives us a break in the action with 3:54 to go. Face off to Keating's right. A cannon from Patterson at the left point rings off the back glass. DiStefano and Emmerich converge on the puck. DiStefano off the carom shot, failed to clear. Patterson stepped up to the half boards far side to hold the zone. Jack Zimmer opposite side launches it back in from the near point. It's taken away by Kawicki. Thrown up the far side, Patterson at center red, bodied out of position. And this is going to come back and icing. Patterson said he'd gained red, but was taken out of position by the body check. Now the men in stripes are going to discuss the matter a little bit more in depth and figure out what the situation is. And this is going to remain an icing. They felt the puck was let go before center, and that the body check was within the bounds of the rule book, so the face-off stayed in the Delaware zone. 190 seconds to go. Colin Emmerich in his own end. Plays the puck up the far side, Redgate over the line. Emmerich bats it the rest of the way through neutral territory, but gives it away to Slevin. Chase for the puck, Brendan Pepe and Mazzella to the far corner. Pepe gets it for Stony Brook. Keating looking for a path to the bench here at any moment now. 2:45 to go. Brendan Pepe bulldozes his way into the Delaware end. Getting a shot off on the doorstep was Aiden Bohm, but blocked into the air by Ponticello. Rebound is cleared out. Corralled by Pepe, given away to Mike Niski into a 1-on-2. Niski, hard shot top of the left circle. Caught and held on to by Sean Keating with 2 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in the contest. So Delaware with an attacking zone draw, they just keep pouring the momentum on now. It's been a back and forth contest as momentum's concerned. Stony Brook pretty well controlling territory, but the Blue Hens more than making the most of their opportunities and a far bit better than the Wolves have so far. In any case, we will do it again tomorrow. Airtime 5:15 here on DHN TV and DHN Radio. You can take us with you wherever you go, not only on your laptop or tablet, but on your smartphone as well. All games on Delaware Hockey Night TV are simulcast on DHN Radio, so you can listen as you go. We're inside the final 2 minutes. Harrison Good plays it up the near side. Pierkowski lets it go from his own blue line, so this comes back an icing. With 1 minute and 46 seconds remaining. Delaware's taking their timeout. With 104 seconds to go, we'll look ahead on the schedule. We won't look ahead too far, though. We'll only look ahead about 17 minutes. Following this game, we'll pick up the University of Delaware's Division III Blue Hens as they take on the Fordham Rams. That game will stream live on Delaware Hockey Night Radio. Head to dehockeynight.com. You can listen right from the homepage. Tomorrow, Stony Brook and Delaware square off again. 5:25 game time, airtime 5:15. And Delaware hockey alumni from generations past and less past will all be in attendance. It's Delaware Hockey Alumni Weekend. A couple alumni games on the docket here at Fred Rust Arena tomorrow, too. And a nice little shindig for former Blue Hen players. Always proves to be a really fun event. Special thanks go out to the University of Delaware Hockey Alumni Association for their support of Delaware Hockey Night. Hens clear. Hoon leaves it to Pepe behind the Stony Brook goal line. This puck soars the length of the ice, brought back down by Belger in the near corner. Keating remains in the crease. 80 seconds to go. Cleared back out by DeFerris off the skates of Hoon at his own blue line. He leaves it for Murphy. Murphy blew a tire under forechecking pressure from Docking. Docking trails to the far half wall. Risks the puck in behind the goal. Hoon leaves it again to Brendan Pepe. Shoveled up the far side, now to Peck. We've hit the final minute of play here in the first half of our DHN doubleheader. Puck caroms to the near corner of the Delaware zone where Sidoriak slams it free. Jenny up the middle, finds Jake Nema. Swatted out of his reach by Sean Keating. So it stays 4-2 with 40 seconds to go. No extra attackers yet. Brendan Pepe again up the middle. And 4C Wolves come in on the attack, but the puck is cleared out again by the Delaware D-Corps, namely Jack Zimmer this time around. Belger stripped of the puck by Mazzella at center. Mazzella chases it down behind. He's confronted by Molfetto, who tries to play it from blue line to blue line. Batted down again by Zimmer. Lofted in behind the cage. 10 seconds to go. Van de Zilver to Belger. Given up to Emmerich. That will do it. The Delaware Blue Hens improve to a perfect 15-0 at home with a 4-2 win over Stony Brook. Final shots, Delaware 40. Stony Brook 30. Chris Ponticello with 28 saves. Goals from Emmerich, Mazzella, Good, and Hulser. We will do it again tomorrow. as the Stony Brook Seawolves and the Delaware Blue Hens meet at 5:25, airtime 5:15 p.m. So the Hens now 18 and 10 on the season. Stony Brook now 14 and 8 on the season. They'll meet again tomorrow, and we'll be here with it all. To our crew behind the scenes, Nick Zafiri, Joe Sidoni, Christian Brunel with us this evening. Matt Schoenfeld, the whole DHN team. This is James Witherite thanking you for your company this evening. Coming up next, Division III Blue Hens hockey, Delaware and Fordham coming up on DHN Radio. Thanks again for joining us. We'll be back with more in about 13 minutes.